Good evening, everyone. I think so. We have enough attendees to start off this webinar. So, first of all, thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, to attend this webinar. Good evening, and hope you and your family are safe and everyone is working from home. Uh, I am Mihir Shah, Services Director for Services for NRI Limited. We are a UK-based company. We are been in UK for last 8 years now. We have office in London, Harrow, and in Leicester. We help assist NRIs and OCS like you to do a property transaction back home in India. And we've been associated with a lot of other A-grade developers. And today we are showcasing the projects, especially in the state of Maharashtra, of Godrej Properties Limited. Godrej doesn't require any introduction. The Godrej name doesn't require any introduction. The group has been in the industry for last 123 years. So it's a way like they have a long legacy to talk about it. I can have one whole webinar to talking about Godrej, but we are not here to that. We are focusing today for their portfolio, which is there in Mumbai, Thane, Panvel, and Pune. So to discuss all these things, we have their team from Godrej Properties. We have Parag Jha, who heads their market in USA, Canada, and UK. So he heads the sale for this market. Then we have Meghna Gupta, who she's the head for the international sales marketing. She's going to take care, and we along with them we have Anupama Jadhav as well, who looks after the UK market. So now I ask Parag to take this thing further. Parag.
Thanks, Mihir. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining in. I hope you and your family are keeping safe. I'm Parag. Just wanted to give you a brief introduction. I manage the US, UK, and the Canadian operations for the company. I have with me my team, Meghna and Anupama, who will be talking about, the Mumbai and Pune portfolio very briefly, along with the locations and other things. So I'm sure most of you would know what Godrej is and would have heard about Godrej by some of the other means. But just to for few of them who still want me to just give you a brief about the brand. The brand Godrej is a large conglomerate based out in India, Mumbai, largely managed and owned by the Godrej family since 1897. As you know that the property services division was formed in 1990. Currently, we have presence across 10 cities in India and 4 to 5 international geographic locations, although we cater to most of the NRIs across the world. Just to give you a sense on, the sectors that we operate at, is real estate, consumer products, appliances, securities, etc. And I'm happy to share that we have completed 123 years as on 7th May 2020. Just moving on, I'm sure in these scenarios and 5,000 miles away from your home, you must be hearing a lot of news, positive or negative, about real estate. So it's very important for me to just brief about what has happened over the last 5 years in real estate. As you can see, the major four things that has impacted either real estate or industry as a whole is demonetization, RERA, GST, and liquidity crisis. Just to start with 2008, when the real estate market was overheated, somebody who had just $10,000 could buy a property worth $4 million. And then there was a price correction of 20-30%, which so when people wanted to sell their homes, they couldn't do it because the price got reduced by $1 million, and they didn't have to pay they didn't have money to pay the difference. And that's where the 2008 bubble happened, when prior to that, all the developers had a good bull run. So what has demonetization done? Demonetization has obviously led to consolidation of players. Most of the small time developers who were taking money in cash for real estate, using the money to buy another piece of land and construct some other properties, actually significantly stopped. with the with RERA and GST coming into picture. GST is basically the government charges 12% for under construction flats. Just to know that any flat that has been that has started the construction post 1st April 2019, the GST is only 5%. So what has RERA done? RERA, Real Estate Regulatory Act, has ensured that uh, we have escrow accounts that every project needs to create. There's a special utility vehicle that every project needs to create, wherein any money that gets accumulated for that particular project can only be used for building that project. And what has happened is, post RERA, which has given a timeline to a developer, there are civil and criminal penalties. More than 5,000 developers in Mumbai are behind bars because they were not able to complete their project in time. Then came the liquidity crisis that we are all aware about. Started on 16th September 2018 with ILNFS, and then many other players following the suite, which accelerated the trend of the pressure in real estate, so as to say, and which actually benefited the players like us. So liquidity crisis impacted a much smaller player, and the trend is noticeably clear that the larger players have a lot now. They are consolidation is happening. We are getting larger market share. Just to give you some data points, that in quarter 4 during COVID, we had one of the most successful quarters with revenues of over 2400 crores, which basically means that the larger players will eventually capture a much larger market share. In China, the top 10 developers contribute close to 30% of the market share. In India, it's only 10%. So we still have a scope of another 20%, and which is very, very evident and clear for the last 2 years what has been happening. So liquidity crisis is actually which is a segment of real estate that is that is actually going to rebound the fastest. It is actually the residential real estate sector, and I'll tell you in the next few slides why I was talking about what makes residential real estate more affordable at this point in time. So if you see that there are 5 key reasons why residential real estate sector has become more affordable at this point in time. The point number 1 and 2 is more of an organic, because of what has happened in the market, what is directly impacting the residential real estate sales. The point number 3, 4, 5 is basically inorganic, which is something has happened which has led to more affordability of real estate. As you know that we are currently in a scenario wherein the repo rates are close to 4.5%. The real estate interest rate is as low as 7% to between 7% and 8%, which has made the affordability really more for the buyers. This interest rate has been lowest for over a decade now. Now, what is the other inorganic factor, which is an easy payment plan? So what are we doing in this current scenario? We are coming up with a plan. We are giving an option. We are giving a flexibility to a buyer to choose or book an apartment by just paying 10% at this point in time, and pay the remaining amount after the application of occupancy certificate, which is just a couple of months before the possession, which makes the real estate buying and very, very easy for any of the investors or the buyers. Talking about point number 3, which is dollar appreciation or a pound appreciation. We all know that on an average, India as a country has been facing a brunt of the rupee depreciation against pound and dollar. And on an average over the last, I've made some graphs on it in the coming slides. But on an average, you would see that in the last 10 years, the rupee has depreciated about 4 to 4.5% against most of the developed currencies and most of the stronger currencies like pound and dollar, which makes and along with this 1090 plan, which makes you believe that the 90% of the payment comes in 2.5 years time, wherein the dollar or pound would have already appreciated by 10 to 12%. So your overall amount that you are paying, the current value money for the amount that you're paying to book a flat, is actually gone down by 10 to 12%. talking about I've done a very brief analysis. If you can see this, this basically talks, the top bar graph basically talks about a housing index which is called a Residex. This is the India's first official price index, and I wanted to have everybody look into it, go to the website and then just browse about it. People keep talking about the residential prices haven't gone up and stuff like that, but that is not the case. This is a housing index that I've plotted a graph for the last 5 years, which talks about the residential prices across the country, and this is specifically the graph for Mumbai. So which makes it's clearly evident that the prices have actually gone up. It's the reason you are not able to see the prices in while you are buying any residential real estate is because the developers have more inventory than the buyers. So there's a supply and demand gap, and that is the reason they are giving up they are giving freebies to sell the apartment at the same price. But actually the real estate prices have actually gone up over the last 5 to 6 years. The graph below is a very clear indication of we are talking about I've just graphed it graph plotted a graph between a volatility and equity Nasdaq sorry Sensex over the last 10 years, which just to make things very very simple here. To get a potential return of 265% in year one, you also have a potential loss of negative 56%, and this volatility actually drops down to negative 3%, which in 10 years, which means that to get a potential return of 20 to 24% even after 10 years, there's a potential of negative 3% return on a equity investment. So typically equity, if you were to look at just comparing equity with real estate, you have to hold the equity for at least 15 to 20 years and above to be really in the money and withhold all the volatilities in the market right now. Now, this is a very important slide. Everybody is talking about what is happening to real estate, in terms of, after COVID, how it has impacted the real estate. So honestly, I've spoken about the currency depreciation. I'll actually talk about, how the prices gotten impacted in current scenarios. I've just divided the entire real estate in three different buckets, which is a luxury segment, a mid segment, and affordable segment. So honestly, COVID is just like any other crisis that has thrown opportunities to probably a lot of cash-starved developers or buyers like all of us, where with their unsold inventories. So there are a lot of experts in the sectors who have spoken about how the prices of real estate will impact over a period of time. Just talking about the luxury segment, which could potentially witness a reduction in price across the country, which is anywhere between 10 to 15%, depending upon the location, the city, and the supply situation. These are typically the real estate which are and the units which are priced 2.5, 3 crores and above. Talking about the mid segment, which is mostly the units between 1 to 1.5 crores, about 2 crores. There's hardly any scope of further price correction, because most of the price that you see today has already been incorporated, and most of the developers might offer some freebies like probably giving some flexible payment plans or giving white goods free of cost, getting the interiors done, etc., etc. Now, the affordable segment, which is typically a segment which is 1 crore and below, will have the greatest demand splurge, like buying versus renting, giving it to rental, renting families, then giving it to places like holiday rentals like Airbnb and stuff like that. This is the segment which is actually getting the subsidies from the government, the GST subsidies, which is eventually a benefit to a buyer. Most of you must be aware about or wanting to know about what is this point in time that you are taking it with any real estate in India. So mostly, primarily the risk is a developer risk and a completion risk, which is the developer who do not have strong balance sheets, where the asset liability mismatch is affecting their cash flows. This will lead to obviously consolidation of players, and then people should only go with grade A developers. And happy to share that in Pune and Mumbai, we are number one and number two developer respectively. Talking about completion risk, again, completion and developer is, go hand in hand. If developer has cash, they will be able to construct and complete the projects in time. What is the risk and delay in possession? So delay in possession is risk basically associated with any project that is coming up to completion between 9 to 12 months, wherein because of COVID, which is an unforeseen reason, the entire project has actually gotten delayed by 3 to 4 months, which is hardly of any concern. One of the most important risk that currently you should consider is a basically, if a developer is only concentrated in one particular region, there's a significant geographical risk that a developer is taking. As you all know that in Pan India, we are the only developer which is present Pan India. So just to give you an example, that was COVID when Maharashtra was getting impacted the biggest. We had our sites in Ahmedabad and in Bangalore, which were already up and running, which did not impact our overall development. So most of the developers who have a concentration risk, which is a geographical risk, might go through a relative more stress as compared to other developers who are pan India present. So this basically talks about most of the risk that is associated with real estate. This is just one of the facts that during COVID we were able to sell over 650 units between 15th 16th of March and end of April. We have had one of the best quarters last year. In our recent results, it has been shown that we have more than 2500 crores lying in our balance sheet, which obviously makes you believe that we are also the only listed developer, the category A developer over the last 5 years. So what are we doing, and why are we here? What are we trying to offer you here? One of the biggest campaigns that we are running as a company is Hope Has a Plan. What does it mean? That even in these uncertain times, this is an initiative by Godrej to own a real estate by just paying 10% right now and remaining 90% on possession. This gives you as a buyer enough flexibility to not only withstand this uncertain time, but also gives you a confidence on a developer that they'll be able to finish their projects on time. Most lucrative offer that any developer across the country is coming up with. And we have a 1090 plan with almost 90% of the projects pan India. And so that's about it basically. Just talk to you about the Mumbai and Pune projects, talk about the location. Happy to answer any questions, and we'll take it from there. Meghna, over to you. You're on mute.
Thanks, Parag. Good evening, everyone. I'm Meghna. I'm going to talk briefly about the Mumbai and Pune portfolio that we have with Godrej. If we can move to the next slide, Parag. Right. So, Godrej has a good presence across, the Mumbai city. We have project Chembur. We have about 3 projects in Chembur. One of them was our most recent launch, which is also our flagship project, which is Godrej RK Studios. We have a couple of projects, in Thane. Again, one of them being the recent launch, which is Godrej Exquisite. Both of these projects are on the Ghorbandar Road. We have a project in Thane Extension, which is now the next biggest hub when it comes to investment, because the ticket sizes are lower, and this is an upcoming location. We have a couple of projects in Panvel, which is one of our largest townships. In Mumbai, it's about 100-acre township development. We also have, a project in Badlapur, and on the western line, we have a project in Kandivali East. So overall, we have a good presence in the Mumbai metropolitan region. Can we move on to the next slide? Right. So, because of the situation across our portfolio in Mumbai, we have a 1090 payment plan that's running. So, this is just a brief overview of some of our projects in Mumbai. Uh, the first project that you see, which is Godrej Exquisite, this is one of our recent launches. We launched it only in March, and we have a 1090 payment plan, extremely strategic location. It's right on the main road, on Gurubandar Road, and you have brilliant views of Ure Hills as well as the Vasai Creek from the project. An attractive ticket size. We have 2 and 3 BHK options available here. The 2-bed option starts from about 1.3 CR onwards. Then we have a couple of projects, 2 phases in Kandivali, which is Godrej Nest. This is again at a very, very good location. It's located very close to the Lokhandwala Circle in Kandivali East, very close to the Kandivali train station as well. Again, we have 1, 2, and 3-bed options available, an attractive ticket, an attractive price with a 1090 payment plan. We have a project in Thane Extension, which, like I said, is the next biggest hub, when it comes to investment, because Thane again as an area is choked, and the entire development is moving more towards the outer parts of Thane. And we have a project which is in Thane Extension, very, very close. It's approximately about 100 meters from an upcoming metro station. So, and an extremely attractive ticket size. We have 1 and 2 BHK options available here. 2 BHK start from about 75 lakhs under a 1090 payment plan. Then we have a couple of projects in Chembur. For this project in particular, we've already received the occupancy certificate, which would essentially mean that you do not have to pay any GST because we've already received the OC. So this is something that is almost ready to move in, and we can even hand over the keys immediately. 2 BHK would be about approximately 2 CR, and 3 BHK would be about 3.2 CR onwards. We also have our flagship project, which was a very, very successful and recent launch for us in Chembur again, RK Studios, the iconic Raj Kapoor Studios. A project very, very close to the Godrej family, low density development with spacious, extremely spacious apartments and an Art Deco inspired architecture. In this project as well, we have a 1090 payment plan, 2 BHK approximately 2.5 CR onwards, and 3-bed about 5.5 CR onwards. So, in all, we have projects which are, ready for possession, which are under construction, which are newly launched. So it totally depends, what your requirement is. In case you're looking at something from an investment perspective, you're looking at something from end use perspective. We have a wide variety of options that are available, especially in Mumbai. I'll also quickly talk about our Pune portfolio. So again, in Pune, we have close to about 10 projects. A few of them have already been delivered, which speaks in itself about the kind of quality that we have offered. We have projects in west of Pune. We have starting with Mamurdi area, which is right on the Mumbai-Pune Expressway. Again, a very, very developing location. Then we have a couple of projects in Hinjawadi, which are almost nearing possession. We also have projects in the east of Pune towards Kharadi and Magarpatta area. And we have projects in the southeast of Pune, which is the Undri region. So again, pretty much in Pune, we have presence across the Pune micro market. Yeah, so again, just a brief overview of our projects in Pune. Godrej Hillside, this is again a very, very good location. It comes on the Baner Mahalunge Road, very close to Hinjawadi, an attractive ticket size. 2-bed is only 68 lakh, which is an all-inclusive value, and 3-bed is about 88 lakhs. We are developing this project as a township development with 80 acres of land, and the whole idea is to make it self-sufficient, so you don't really have to go out for your day-to-day needs. Extremely close to Hinjawadi, so you know that you will have good investment potential also with this project. Then we have Godrej Rejuve in Keshav Nagar. Keshav Nagar is again something which is very, very close to Kharadi, and with the bridge coming up, your travel time to Kharadi would only be about 5 to 10 minutes. Now again, here we have 2-bed and 3-bed options available starting from about 78 lakhs at an all-inclusive value. Godrej 24 and Godrej Elements are, a couple of our projects for which we've already received the OC. So again, they are due for possession in the next 3 months. For both these projects, because we've received the OC, you will not have to pay any GST again. 2 BHKs would be about 86 lakh onwards, and 3-bed would be about 1.1 CR onwards. Then one of our very recent launches in Pune was on the Kharadi Manjri Road. It's called Godrej Boulevard. Again, an upcoming location because of its connectivity to the Eon IT Park. 2 BHKs again here are a very, very attractive price. 2 BHK starts at about 64 lakh all-inclusive value. So all in all, across our Mumbai and Pune portfolio, we have a 1090 payment plan. You only have to pay 10% now within the next 1 month, and 90% would be due as a lump sum payment on possession. So, yeah.
Thank you very much, Meghna. Thank you for covering the whole portfolio. And it looks very interesting, and you have a bunch of projects in Mumbai, like starting from ready possession, going into the timeline of 3 years under construction with a good ticket size and everything. So it's an amazing thing. But the question to Parag, tell me what makes Godrej difference to that location where you are in a different part of location in Mumbai and Pune as compared to the other developer in the same location?
See, I would, the first and most important thing is that we haven't, we typically try and complete our projects 9 months to 12 months before our RERA timeline. That's number one. And that has been our, history. The second thing that I would say is the construction quality. The third and most important thing is that we are the only developer in India who has a pan-India presence. So, we have very large cash flows. We are the only developer who's able to provide a 1090 plan to most of our investors and buyers, which and across our pan-India portfolio, which means that any time, which gives clients very good amount of confidence, that we are cash rich and we will be able to get the, we have enough cash flows to complete everything on time and give it to a developer. We are happy to take that hit on our balance sheets just at these uncertain times to provide it to every investor that we have in these times.
So what is basically you saying that in this time of pandemic where the other developers in India are craving for a cash and they are they are approaching every bank to reconstructing their loan, whereas you are the guys who are sitting on a cash flow of 2,500 crore on your balance sheet. So that makes you different from all other developers across India. So that's amazing. That's really amazing that that kind of money you are sitting with it, and that shows the strength of as a developer and as a Godrej as a group. Now the interesting question to both of you, we see the thing is that now that you have in last 2 months, everyone across the globe, the concept of work from home has started. Everyone is talking about home and work from home and everything. So, and being a Bombay or a Mumbai, there is always a catch-22 situation between the size of the apartment and the price of the apartment. If if size goes up, price goes up. So, or you have to go outside. So what do you think would be after this work from home, people would be thinking of buying a bigger apartment in the outskirts where the different projects, including you have in Panvel, where you have a big Godrej city, or still people do think, no, we should be living near to the city part of the Mumbai?
So honestly, what we have seen over a period of last 2 months, it's because we have faced these challenges, which was unexpected, and nobody knew about this over the last 2.5 months. What we have started seeing is, number one, people are looking at relatively bigger apartments, not somebody who has who had a budget of two bedroom now is probably looking at 2-bedroom large, which has a additional space for, let's say, an office and any other extra space. We again, the budget for most of the people remains the same. The budget can't be increased. So essentially, they are able to get a larger space just by going, let's say, 20 miles away or 20 kilometers away from the city. Uh, and that's what we have been seeing as a trend, that people who are wanting to go with 3 bedroom, they are probably looking at 3 bedroom large. Somebody who is looking at 2 bedroom is either looking at a larger option there, or looking at something in a 3 bedroom, because this is now most likely acceptable, that this is going to be a new normal. And then this is what we have seen, especially with the people in the US and in the UK who are planning to buy it for either renting. We are seeing more number of people who even want to take the houses for rent. They are looking at a larger space.
Okay, so according to you, is that the people are moving outskirts of city area and preferring to have a bigger apartment than staying in a city center or a town center, and have a these smaller apartments. So yeah, that's a change
I
in the
would say yes, yeah, because the budget, you can't increase the budget by 2 times, but at the same time, if you want your requirements to be fulfilled, you need to move a little away from city, because
trend.
that is going to be a new normal now.
Excellent. So that brings you now, since you touch base the point in US and UK and everyone. Now, why NRI should invest right now in Indian real estate? And if it is in Indian real estate, if they invest, then why should they select Godrej Properties? Would you like to cover this point, please?
So why NRI should invest? The simple, it's not about NRIs. It's about why should you invest at this point in time in real estate, whether you're an NRI or whether you are a resident Indian. The primary reasons are, as I mentioned to you earlier, is that we are obviously, we have the interest rates are significantly lower. You will get a dollar or a pound advantage for most of your people who are looking at 1090 plan. You'll get a dollar advantage or a pound advantage there. The confidence in equity real estate, equity investment, or any other asset class in India has actually gone down because of whatever crisis that Indian government has been facing over the last 2 to 3 years. And plus, at the same time, people are still moving from owning an asset is still a hard asset, versus something which is just on the papers. And that is the reason we have taken into consideration our 1090 plan, which gives an immense amount of flexibility to own an apartment, by just paying 10% right now. So even if somebody is looking at an apartment close to 1.5 crores, you only have to arrange 5% right now, 5% within the next 30 days, and the remaining 90% during the time of possession. And then these are primarily the reasons why anybody should be looking at real estate at this point in time. At the same time, the cherry on the top is the pound and the dollar is at a level where we're looking at a significant 4 to 5% of appreciation over 3 to 4 years, which will make their real estate buying further cheap.
So yeah, so that's a great point you covered. That saying that, of course, the rupee is depreciating against all the foreign currencies. So for the NRIs, the one 3 months ago, the property which is for 100,000 pounds, which has become now 80,000 or 90,000 pounds. So that saving itself says about it. And of course, the plan is amazing. It's a 1090. There is no bank involved in it, so they don't have to use their credit to getting a bank loan or going through that all those bank loan process and everything. And of course, they can save money on their pre-EMIs, so which is the interest cost till the possession. That says all about what Godrej has a capacity to hold. They are a strong balance sheet and strong cash flow. They are sitting on it. That says everything about it. Now, a lot of these questions, the media talks about that in real estate, especially Indian real estate, the market is going to crash. Things are not going to look good. But again, I have not seen, especially in Godrej for last many years, Godrej have always has given a good return. What is your expectation, the price expectation in next 3 to 5 years in the projects which you have in Mumbai, Thane, Panvel, or a Pune area? What do you expect? What will be the return for next 3 to 5 years time?
See, honestly, Yeah, 3 to 5 years is a little shorter time, but what I would say is that the rental yields with most of our properties is going up about 10 to 12%. It's going up by 10 to 12% year on year. Though the rental yield is not always the most exciting reason why you would be wanting to buy a real estate in India, which is versus something in pounds and dollars. But one of the primary reason I would say is, if you look at real estate prices over the last 10 years, it has always appreciated. And again, we are currently sitting at almost 75% our inventory sold in Mumbai and Pune. And then people are finding it difficult to choose the inventory, which itself makes us believe that people are happy to pay a premium for the kind of inventory that they're looking at. I would say on an average, the same return should actually get passed on to a capital appreciation. So I would say a 10-12% of capital appreciation over 4 to 5 years is what most of the researchers and analysts are talking about.
Okay, so you're saying 10 to 12% in the next 3 to 5 years time would see as a return over it. So now you also covered the rental part of it, that the rental yield on a Godrej properties, the properties built by Godrej, is going up on a year on year by 10 to 12%. Now, what kind of yields do you think they fetch in this our location in different kind of things? And also, does Godrej properties help the investors or the buyers to get the property on the rental market, or is there any assistance provided by Godrej Properties on this?
So only in few certain projects we have just started rental, rental help and stuff like that. But we do have tie-ups with a lot of third-party agents, depending upon which location you're looking at and which property that you're looking at. Necessarily not almost 70-80% of the properties we will not have a rental agency or an arm which can help in rental, but we will have in 100% of our properties we'll have a tie-up with our third party agents which can help here.
Okay, so you're saying third-party agents, certain properties you do provide rental assistance, but in certain
Yes.
projects you have a tie-up with others to take care of it. That's amazing. Now, do you think in this whatever the situation, as I told you, the price corrections and everything, will Godrej is going to correct their price, or are they Godrej coming up? Of course, Hope as a plan is definitely a great initiative, a great discount, I would say, to the customers. But any other than that, price correction, price discounting, is there anything do you think is going to happen?
I highly doubt. I don't see that happening. I have never seen a price correction less than the launch price, even after 1 year. We might give certain benefits and we might take a hit on our cash flows, like what we are doing it right now, wherein we are giving 1090 builder subvention, wherein we have to bear the cost of that 90% of the amount and the money involved in constructing that apartment or a project. That is and we don't honestly we are not in that 2008 wherein we had a bubble like that. So we any most of the developers, not about Godrej, but most of the developers will hardly have any scope at this point in time to give a significant price correction, and I don't see any price correction happening within our projects in across our portfolios, because we are anyways, see, some of our portfolios in Pune are 95% sold in the last 3 months. Most of our projects across India, including Bombay, are over 70-75% sold. So I don't see in this space we don't see why should we go for a price correction, because people are confident, and hence we are able to see a good traction amongst the clients.
That's a great point. You covering that, all of your projects have been sold very well. In Pune also have seen a lot of this traction. Now, I have heard a lot about the Godrej having a digital platform where end-to-end services are provided digitally for a sale process. So if somebody, would you like to cover how this whole process work on this thing on a digital platform?
I will actually give this question to Meghna, who
Yeah.
will be able to cover it in very, very much better way.
Right. So, anyone who would like to explore, the possibility of investing with Godrej can request for a virtual tour. we can block your calendar at a suitable time, and we give a virtual tour starting from sample flat to the layout, sharing live inventory with the customer, wherein they can actually choose then and there and book the unit. Plus, now we also have a payment gateway, where you can do all your transactions online. So it's an extremely seamless process that we have, and we try to cover everything digitally. And there's it doesn't really matter if you're not physically present in India to actually be available to come and see the project. So everything happens digitally.
So basically, what you're saying that we can block like a Zoom meeting, where we
Yes.
showcase the actual site. We can showcase the show apartment, what is their preferences, their vastu, their east west. Everything can be shown properly onto it,
Right.
and
Yes.
they can block the unit by paying on the digital medium. By card payment, you take the payment. Now safe, but okay, if somebody yes agree to it that okay, we'd like to do it, and they pay you a token amount, and they wanted the physically to visit the site, or they wanted their family friend to visit when the locks down and everything is open. So, and for any reason if they don't like it, so is this a deposit, is a refundable deposit, or what is the situation in that case?
So the deposit will not be refundable, but we want the customer to be fully convinced even when they are paying us a token amount, because we want to make that experience better, and we want to be helpful in every possible way, so that there are no doubts or confusions with respect to buying a house. So the option for refund will not be there, but we will ensure that whatever decision that they are taking is an informed decision, and sharing every possible information that we have with them.
So basically what you're saying that before they making any payment to you making 1000% sure that customer is happy, they are satisfied with all the queries has been answered, and whatever they are looking for it, that's only been offered to them. So that's so after once they come down to lockdown is open, they will always be happy customer. There will not be any problem in future. That's the good sign of it. That's a good sign of a good Indian developer, that everyone is like taking money after, but nobody's creating the customer satisfaction. That says out Godrej in a different league. That's amazing. Now
I'd also, sorry Mihir, but I'd also like to cover one thing, that the 1090 payment plan that we have, that's actually a special lockdown offer, and we will not be running it for a very, very long time. So we are mindful of the current market situation and scenario, and which is why we want to be flexible towards the customers who are still interested in investing in a real estate property. But 1090 will always be for a limited time period only.
So 1090 is only till lockdown offer. So I think so. Mr. Narendra Modi is expected this Sunday to come and announce the lockdown 5. So hopefully before that we'll have somebody to take it up the offer. So I say that's a great thing, a great initiative, that people have a lot of cash crisis, and during this time they wanted a house. House is a basic necessity. So Godrej has come up with a great plan, that 1090, and you should grab this offer if there is that. Now, I have really a good base of investors who are attending this webinar, and they have shown a lot of interest in past with me, and they are very much excited. Is there any special offer if people who have attended this webinar, or people who have registered for this webinar? I know there are certain people who have not able to attend it. What do you think? What are the offer, Parag, you giving on spot?
I would actually have my team Meghna cover that offer. Meghna was after me to get this offer rolled out. So we have something very, very exciting over and above what you would otherwise see it in our websites or anywhere else. So Meghna, if you just want to cover what we are offering right now.
Right. So, apart from the already existing 1090 payment plan that we have across our portfolio, in case, any of you would like to discuss any of the available options, and you choose to finalize a unit before this weekend, you will also be getting a 1 lakh additional spot offer. So
Wow.
over and above the final quoted price, you will also be getting an additional added advantage of 1 lakh rupees on the final offer, only in case you're able to come to a decision by this weekend. And we will, of course, be available for video calls, for any virtual tours that you would like to take.
So investors who are sitting out here with a great opportunity, in the last 8 years, I've been working with Godrej and I have never seen this kind of discount and offer on the table. Amazing time for a invest in a Godrej. Nobody can, as I know, it's a number one developer in Indian market for Indian developers, and they have delivered the project on time. All quality is controlled. Everything is great. So there is one interesting question. I don't know. Would you like to cover it now? And they have come up. You have a project in Panvel, and they are saying that the Navi Mumbai Airport and Panvel Airport is getting ready or is about to getting ready. So because of that, what is the area around Panvel has shown any increment in the prices or any better opportunity or price has gone up, or what is it? You would like to cover this point?
Right. So, if we talk about our Panvel project number one, it's again located at a very, very good location. It's right on the main road. Plus, it's a 100-acre township development, and the only township in Panvel which actually has a 9-hole golf course.
Wow.
So that way, even if we forget everything about connectivity, etc., the project in itself, is extremely good, extremely premium, and more like a second home or a relaxed environment. And coming to the connectivity bit of it, of course, there's always been a growth story around Panvel that has been going on in the market, and with the Navi Mumbai airport that's expected to come up by next year. I think cargo is supposed to start by next year. We of course expect or anticipate the rates to appreciate very, very fast over the next few years. So again, Panvel as an area, because it is still in the suburbs, the rates are still low. So that makes it a good time to invest right now, because the rates are low. But because at the same time, Panvel has a lot of appreciation potential because of the current development that is happening in and around Panvel, especially with the airport coming up. So an extremely good option, especially from an investment perspective.
So basically, it's a township development, 100-acre township. So it's an integrated township, self-sufficient township. That is a one advantage. Plus, the airport cargo is getting ready, up and ready by next year. So you're saying there is a lot of employment opportunities, and that will bring a lot of rental opportunity for our project in Panvel. So it's a great opportunity. Someone has asked me that will that be able to get this? Yes, you will get this PPT. We will email you across the information to you with all you have registered with us. So we'll get all this information. Is there any questions anybody would like to say? We can ask put it on the chat box. We can answer it. And Parag, Meghna, do you like to just have one closing statement before we come to end of this webinar?
Sure. So as I said that we have a base pan India. This is just a lockdown offer, and we are trying to promote it as a company, and people have accepted it very, very well. And I would urge everybody to take an advantage of this offer, because this is only till lockdown. Post the lockdown, once the things start settling in, we might not have this offer. You will see the same plan. You'll probably potentially see the same prices with a construction link plan. You better take an advantage of it as early as possible. We are happy to assist you at your time zone. I'm based in New York. My team, will they work on UK and US timings. So if anybody has any questions, we are happy to address. Anytime you need any clarifications, any virtual tours or any other information you need, you can either route it through me here or you can route it through us. We'll be happy to take any questions and help you in the best possible way.
Sure. Meghna?
Yeah, I would, we have an amazing offer for all of you, and we also have the added advantage of 1 lakh in case you decide to close something over the next 2-3 days. So make use of this opportunity and let us know if you have any further questions.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Parag. Thank you, Meghna. Thank you, Anupama. And thank you all the attendees to attending. And we will definitely share all the details. And you have my coordinates, my contact details with you. So if you have any questions, you can call me up, you can email me, and we can discuss further. And of course, this PPT, this presentation will be shared with you, and we can look forward to do that. So thank you for attending it, and keep following Services for NRI on LinkedIn and Facebook. We are coming up with another webinar very soon, so you will get the update. So thank you everyone.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.